Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. I had a little difficulty a few minutes ago. I tried to start the scope and I had some difficulty. I had to start it over. But thanks for joining. It's Media Maestro. We're going to be talking about how to grow your email list, your fan list. So this year, hi girl poetic. Thanks for joining. So guys, if this is your first time on the scope, go ahead and type first time in the chat. This is your first time. Thanks for the heart. Yeah, I'm kind of jamming Erica this week. Last week I was on Alina Perez. Now I'm on Erykah Badu's mixtape this week. So I wanted to share that with you guys. This is your first time on my scope. Go ahead and swipe up on an Android or right on your iPhone. Hey girl. Click my name and click follow so you get all my notifications about my scopes. I am Rachel Garrison with Media Maestro. I work with independent artists, musicians to help them grow their businesses by building systems, strategies, and structures to go from the gig life to the biz life. So yesterday, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. So yesterday, we talked about Twitter being down. And that was like a big deal for Twitter to be down or causing some technical difficulties. And some people were a little panicky about Twitter not working. But yesterday I talked about the lesson learned there was you shouldn't, as a business owner, you should not depend on social media to grow your business, but use it as a tool. That's all, as a tool to network and grow your business. And as a musician, as an artist, your job is to pull those followers. Those are like your leads. We call those leads. Those are your followers. You want to pull them into your business and become fans. And in order to do that, you might have to grow your, as we call the KLT factor, your know, like, and trust factor. Get them to know, like, and trust you in order to become super fans or just fans in general of your music. One way to do that is you have to get their information. You have to find some way to contact them. So one way to contact them is through their email. But you have to get their email. There's different ways you can do that. And yesterday I gave you 2 tips. So if you are not a part of my group, I have a Facebook group where I'm actually adding the tips that I gave yesterday to a post in my Facebook group. It's called Gig Life to Biz Life. And if you're interested, I made a little bit.ly link. This is the bit.ly link, bit.ly/growlisttips. It'll bring you straight to my group where you can join my group, Gig Life to Biz Life, and see the other tips that I scoped about yesterday. So today I have one tip because it's going to be very brief, maybe another 5 minutes or so on the scope. This tip is about, it's on Facebook. Yep, it's a Facebook group. It's called Gig Life to Biz Life. And if you go to bit.ly/growlisttips, it'll bring you straight to the Gig Life to Biz Life group where I have the posts, and I'm going to be, as I'm scoping about the tips, I'll be adding them to the Facebook group too. So if you miss any of the scopes before the 24-hour deadline, you can still see them in the Facebook group, and we can chat about it. If you have any questions or not sure how to implement them, definitely check it out. So today, the tip is about using SoundCloud. Well, I'm going to go back a little bit because I talked about having a lead capture system, right? Either using MailChimp or Lead Pages or Entre Pages to grab your potential fans' contact information, their email address, their name. That's the main things you really need, their name and email address. So yesterday I talked about providing an incentive. For example, providing a free download of your new single coming out or a sneak peek of the new single you're working on, something that you're working on. It may not be finished yet, but kind of give them a sneak peek. Give them some kind of incentive to say, hey, if you give me your information, I'll give you this, like an exchange. Because everything is currency. Even email is currency. It's money. So for your email address, I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll give you a free download. Some people even use it as their website. That's what I want to talk about today. It's like a little tip you can even use a lead page as your website or your EPK while you're working on. So those of you guys who have downloaded or gotten my free EPK ebook and you're working on your working on your EPK, you can use a lead capture page as your home page until you finish working on your EPK. And if you want to, figure out how to do that or need some help doing that, definitely, connect with me. I can show you how you can set up a lead capture page as your quote unquote website and still be getting some information from your fans while you work on your website /EPK. So that's that. So that was one little tidbit I wanted to talk about. But today the tip is talking about SoundCloud and how you can use SoundCloud to grow your list. And if you're on my scopes a couple weeks ago, I talked about how to set up your SoundCloud account. And one of them is adding all of your one of my tips is adding all of your social media links here, right? And do you see this link where it says website? That can be a link where you add your email list. For example, I'll show you, I'll go to edit. If you scroll down here, you can see all the links that I put in. So if I wanted to have join my email list, I can type that here. Oh, wrong one. Go back. I'll do it here. I'll put the link to my EPK. So it's bit.ly/EPK checklist. And then I'll put free EPK ebook. All right. For you, let's say we're doing your free download, or if you're doing your let's say the website is www. I'm going to put my website as an example. Mediamaestro Consulting, and I'll say, put my email list. Save changes. And there it is. And my links, it shows a link for all of your fans and followers on SoundCloud. They know how they can get a free EPK ebook. They can get, there we go, join my email list. So you can even put a link in your SoundCloud so that your followers, your fans on SoundCloud can find you and join your list there. You always want to leave little breadcrumbs. Wherever you are online, you want to leave breadcrumbs back to your email list, back to your hub, your website, where they can get on your email list. Because that's what you own. That's your money. Not how many followers you have. You can have 8,000 followers and no one on your email list and no one to contact. So if Facebook goes down, if Twitter goes down, if Periscope goes down, you have no way of contacting any of these people. But if you have your list, you always have a way of contacting the people who initiated contact with you or who you initiated contact with. So you can always send them shout out and say, hey, I got a show coming up, or hey, here's my new album, here's my new single, or just kind of keep them abreast of what's going on in your musical journey, because people love to get to know you or feel like they know a part of you or a piece of your life. And that's how we, again, talked about your know, like, and trust factor. Using your email list is a great way to create or to increase your know, like, and trust factor. By sending them quick emails and just letting them know what's going on with you, what you have coming up, it's kind of like them getting a little tidbit, little insight into your life or your musical journey. Okay? I have to turn this around. All the people see my face. I'm scoping from bed. I got to get up early in the morning. So like I said, one way was to use your links in your SoundCloud bio to link to your capture page to get your fans on your email list. Another way is to put it in your call to action. We call it call to action. People always have to be told what to do. They always want to be told what to do. And so when you're actually uploading your tracks, and if you remember my scopes from a couple weeks ago on SoundCloud, how to upload your tracks, you have a description box. And in those boxes, you can actually put in there, if you like what you're hearing and want to hear more from me, click here. And include the link to get to your website or get to your lead capture page where they can put in their information to learn more about you or hear more from you. So that's another way. So there's 2 different ways you can go ahead and grow your list, your fan list, from SoundCloud. 1, in your bio, adding your links in there to your pages. And 2, in your actual, not just one track, all of your tracks. Every description of your track, you should have a breadcrumb back to how they can find it. And tell them, click here, go here, join my list here, find out more about my next gig here. Click here and download my newest, VIP track. Let's say you have a track you haven't put on SoundCloud that you're thinking about, giving away. Use that as an incentive to go ahead and check this out. If you're interested in my, top secret project I'm working on, click here. Those are 2 ways that you can use SoundCloud to grow your email list. So again, if you want to know the other tips that I have from yesterday, you can go ahead and join my group on Facebook. It's called Gig Life to Biz Life. And if you can't find it in the search tool on Facebook, you can go to bit.ly. It seems like my screen is a little fuzzy. Let me wipe that off. There we go. So if you go to bit.ly/growlisttips, it'll take you to my Facebook group where you can join. And once you join, I'll go ahead and add you. And you'll see this post, how to grow my email list. And in the comments, I'm adding all the tips that I'm sharing, that I shared yesterday, tonight, and what I'll be sharing for the rest of the week about how to grow your fan list. I have email lists here, fan lists. They're synonymous. So go ahead and go to bit.ly/growlisttips and join the Facebook group so you can get the rest of the tips from last week, this week, and from yesterday and this week. And if you want to check. So thanks for joining again. This is Rachel Garrison, Media Maestro, and I work with independent artists and musicians, helping them grow their businesses and create multiple streams of income and not just income from their gigs. So thanks for joining me. Hope to see you soon in the Facebook group. Bye.